Welcome back to Unknown and Talented. My name is Jelan Abrams, and today I have a fashion designer, author, motivational speaker. His name is Truly. What's up, man? How you doing today?
Truly, what's good, bro?
Man, chilling. We met about a couple months back at an event, and then you pretty much had the opportunity to talk to Dave Shantz, who was running the event, and he was able to talk about your fashion design. I mean, your fashion designing, and you had like a pretty cool jacket on. So I was like, yo, the minute I saw you, I was like, yo, he's sticking out. So I was like, I want to make sure to get him on my podcast.
Yeah, man.
So, what I want to do first, since you are a fashion designer, I want to have a little bit of fun. So I don't want to get right into the questions for you about your personal life. I have like a this or that kind of thing. So
Okay.
I'm not a fashion designer or into fashion at all. So if these questions aren't great, it's okay, but I'm gonna try. All right.
All right.
All right. So the first question: would you rather wear fitted clothes or oversized clothes?
Fitted.
Fitted. Okay. Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Nike. Okay. Summer fashion or winter fashion?
Oh, that's a good one. You know what, bro? I gotta keep it gangster, bro. Winning all
Winter.
day.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Would you rather wear all black or all white?
All black.
All black. Okay, got it. Fair God or off white?
I don't know if it's an answer, but I probably say neither.
Neither. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine to be. Like I said,
Now, I respect, bro. I respect both brands, but
yeah.
all my friends know I don't wear number truly. That's it.
Okay. Well, excuse me. All right. Well, you are in luxury, so I wanna see what you think about which one is better. Now you wearing which one is better, Louis Vuitton or Gucci?
Okay. You know, because I got a Gucci ring right now, I'm gonna say Gucci.
Gucci. Okay. All right. And this one is a little short answer. What is your best? What do you think is the best era of fashion?
Best era.
Yeah, the best era of fashion. Yeah.
Um, the best era based on
You can say
what I like.
yeah, but
Okay,
you
I say this. I probably say the past 10 years because the past 10 years I've been doing fashion, so I probably say the past 10 years.
okay.
With respect to other genres, I feel the past 10 years have been dope because I've been able to be hands on. Honestly, I would say the best 10 years of fashion have yet to be come about because I'm just not doing my thing.
Mhm.
But if I could really be literal with the answer, I'd probably say the past 10 years.
Okay, I respect it. I respect it. All right, me, I would say '90s because I think all them colors and people just being
I
so
mean,
free
no,
with
you know
it.
what? So you know what? To be valid, to be valid, to be
Yeah.
valid. In reality, it would have to be the first 10 years of my life,
Okay.
and I say that because with the '90s, late '80s, like that shaped how I view fashion.
Okay. All right.
So
Well,
that's only it's only right. First
okay.
10. So that'd be from '89 to '99.
89 to 99. Okay, so let's talk about you then. You are truly you are into fashion. Who are you? Tell everybody what truly means, that name, and also who you are and what you do.
Yeah. So I go bit by bit because I can be long winded at times.
Oh,
So uh, who am I? What am I? My thing is this: who am I? I am someone that loves to self-express, or I am the epitome of self-expression. Like take away what I love to do, take away what I do for money, take away what brings me joy, what makes me happy. At my core, I am great at self-expressing, and that is the epicenter or heartbeat of all of my moves. Truly is a how can I put it? An an evolution of identity. So long story short, my name Matthias, right, is my birth name, and it's taken from the book of Acts, chapter 1, verse 23, where in this scope of history, there are 12 disciples, and then one kills himself, and then they cast lots, and the lot falls on Matthias. Now, funny enough, I think it's pretty cool. My name was chosen out of a hat, and the name means chosen, right?
wow.
So you have that. Then you have this notion that I didn't have a nickname. So it's like everybody's cool. Matthew has Matt. Thomas has Tom. Robert has Bob. All these things are like socially ingrained in society. But for me, you kind of got to say my whole name. So prior to college, no, actually not prior to college, prior to graduating college, was this evolution of what people would call me. So in college, I was classified by my city of origin. They called me ATL, right? Mm-hmm. And then when I started selling clothes, some kind of way, some kind of crazy way. Basically, I started selling clothes because of this, and I'd be short. We go to the mall and spend money. I didn't have a lot of money, so I would spend money on clothes and never wear them. And then when I realized we were all wearing the same outfits, I said, man, let me do something different. So I went to a local print shop, had an idea or two. They pissed me off. I knew somebody on the inside. He gave me one word for like the material, and I did everything else myself. Just figuring it out, crazy process. From doing designs by hand for myself to my community getting mad at me because I didn't make any designs for them because I didn't think it was a good idea. I just did it for me. And then it snowballed into this clothing brand. So now I'm at the Secretary of State office trying to figure out what to name the brand. And so I asked somebody I don't know, say, hey man, should I name my brand Just Clothes, right? Or should I name my brand Truly? Because I had heard it, from my peers. Chose Truly, and now I'm on campus selling these Truly clothes. So now I'm ATL selling these Truly clothes. But to a stranger, I'm the boy selling Truly. And it became that Truly boy, right? Then I said, you know what? Okay, bet. My name Truly now. I'm just running with it. You know what I'm saying? Then I put out a royalty collection. My mom is an educator. My grandfather's a pastor, which is why I ended up being a coach. But in short, I love learning. And so when I discovered a black emperor lived once upon a time, I think his name is Septimus Severus, Maximus Septimus Severus, some kind of name like that. I said, man, I want to stand out. I want to create clothing for the individual because I like to self-express, right? I put a V instead of a U. That's why you have Matthias Truly, right? It sets me apart, makes the hashtag easy, and my father is a Vietnam veteran, and by the age of 23, he saw the whole world. So I said, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I used the United States Post Office. So I went international at 23. Now, to tie it all into who I am, when I would go on these trips as an educated individual in the challenge program, my mom would write my name and all my stuff. And before I went to sleep, I would always wear my favorite outfit. And because I didn't have the best shoes and outfits, I wore a uniform. Okay, cool. Well, now I'm a clothing designer, putting my name on clothes, wearing my favorite outfits, and creating staples and luxury outerwear that's a niche. And so the evolution from streetwear for 10 years to luxury for 9 months is an evolution of what I've gone through, what I've been exposed to, where I feel my brand should be, and then the pain and suffering that I endured by not having a mentor. So it went from truly a lifestyle clothing brand, truly luxury streetwear, right? Clothes by Truly, designs by Truly, whatever, to fashion house, because when I study these larger brands, they start off as fashion houses. And for some of the brands that we know, they're up under these fashion houses and they aren't self-standing. So my push is that. Did I answer the questions?
No, you didn't. Basically, it was introduced to you. That's perfect. That was perfect. But I have a question though. So you said you started off with going to these stores and not finding what you wanted, so you made your own. It had to be somewhere when you was a child that you were creative. Was it something else that you did prior to that as a child? Because like for me, for example, I was making beats, but before then I was like always break up toys and like put them back together. So I knew that I was always like going to be like behind the scenes, like even the podcast, editing the podcast. What is something that you did as a child that kind of set you up for being a fashion designer?
Yeah, man. So the first thing before I say anything else is my childhood, my exposure, my environment, it put a seed in me of this do-it-yourself kind of vibe, or find the void. And I think that's partially true because of my parents and my aunties and uncles that had their own businesses, even my grandparents. My grandmother was a real estate person. So anyway, in my youth, you got Legos, Connects, you got taking the clock apart, putting it back together. You got CAD software on the computer, floppy disks. You got recording beats on tape recorders. playing the drums, playing the oboe, playing piano, trying trumpet. You got these challenge programs, traveling to different parts of Georgia, uh, reading the Bible, meeting other people from other cultures, right? Finishing my homework and classwork before my other classmates, and then helping them do their homework in kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? I have this layering of experiences in a small amount of time that really, I guess, diamond pressed me into what I am now, if you will. Some things that stick out though. My mom fostering my creativity, playing the drums at a young age and being somewhat in the spotlight where I'm used to people looking at me. So I'm not really critical of the attention. I'm a little more comfortable, right? Still being shy and coming out of that, which is why I branched off into, what I am now. But in terms of things that move the needle, I would definitely say creativity being fostered, multiple instruments, my mom fostering my creativity and rearing me with books. All those people in my family being entrepreneurs, that has a part to do with it. Yeah.
Okay. And you said something that I kind of would never have expected. You said you were shy when you were younger. And it relates to me because it's just kind of funny how you were shy, but like when I saw you at the event, you stuck out. You know what I mean? It's like you're the man of self-expression. So how did you get over being shy to being who you are now?
Bro, the biggest thing for me, dog, that I love about my position in the space and what I provide for people is clarity to the madness, and that being, I operate from a sense of urgency, bro. Like, in my youth, we call it friend zoning now, but back then it was like you was just, you was cool. You weren't cast out. You was cool. Meaning, my peers would have to find girlfriends, and I would have none, right? Or if a chick liked me, I'm sorry, if I liked the chick rather, I was a brother type of person because we went through every grade together. So I had to go to different schools to politic or take interest in someone else, but not from my original school. So in so many words, like in the beginning, in elementary school, I remember vividly liking chicks and not feeling comfortable speaking to them, right? And it's just a snowball effect, bro. I mean, to be honest, product or service is what brought me out of that. And so I speak to these challenge programs and like a summer school for gifted students type stuff. So Atlanta, we had Morris Brown College. I think they just started it back up, but Morris Brown College is a staple in Atlanta, right? And we did Summer at the Learning Tree, right? And that was like 2001 maybe, right before middle school.
Okay.
And up until that point, I had been shy, right? It's probably be K through 5. So the chick I had a crush on, I finally, communicated to her. But the funny part about it is this: first time I kissed a girl was in kindergarten. Now, here's the crazy part. Crazy part about it is, in retrospect, community and social acceptance really does steer you different ways. All right. And what I mean by that is when I first meet somebody, they just first meet me and there's no priors, we Gucci. But as I moved to different schools in my youth and I knew people already, there was just familiarity, right? So if I didn't know it, I could hop down in kindergarten or first grade because it's a new school. But if I go spend second grade up to 5th with the same chicks, we know you. You feel me? I talk to somebody else. Now, the thing about it is this. Even then, I remember I would do stuff like create these little devices out of cardboard boxes and like make these little like compartments and build things out of Legos. And for me, bro, I think it's just divine intervention, if you will, because I remember playing with Legos like, yeah, you know what? When I figure this thing out, I'm going to have a lot of land and I'm going to use a small amount of space. I don't need all this extra stuff my cousin and my sister using to play with the toys. I just need a small amount. I'm good with this. And I thought about it then, didn't think anything of it. You're a kid. What do you know? But as I progressed, I began to understand this map. And so this whole thing about not being shy is this. I got tired of being shy. My cousin is very outgoing and the pretty boy, so he's the chick magnet. And what kind of put me in a good space was like, cuz your time on the way, don't even trip, dog, you know. And what happened was this. So I'm at the learning tree, I learned the power of manifestation. Here's what that means. You like a chick, you don't know her, she don't know you. As luck would have it, you sit next to her or in her space, you get to hear how she sound, what she look like, if you really like her. I didn't like her. So I realized, hey man, if I could just figure this thing out before I can avoid stuff like this. What if I really, you know what I'm saying, was pressed on her and like, you know, intentional and like, man, I don't want to talk to her. I done wasted it. Like now she mad at me. So what I learned was flip it. So now I got food, I got conversation. It sounded kind of crazy when I play it back, but this is how I was thinking. I was shy. I can't talk to a chick off the cuff because I'm nervous, but if I'm sharing food with her, I'm kind of cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So now it's like, now it's not, hey, how you doing? You know, would I really like you? Or, you know, I know what's called, I think you're very pretty. I'd love to get to know you. Now it's like, man, you hungry? I got some food, man. What's up? Hey, dog, the more I tip you with this story, bro, I just think back to myself like, man, bro. But it does probably sound desperate. I don't really care. It happened. And here's how it progressed. So out of that, I met the chick I was cool with, met her sister. And then sometimes I felt a little fake about it, but the funny part about it is this. When I got to high school, right, I found myself in conversation with my classmates. They said this, I want some Starburst. Just a song, man. Like, if you had some right now, bro, I'd buy it from you. Right? I got $1. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm wearing uniforms. I got no shoes that I want. I ain't got no cell phone. You feel me? I ain't got no lunch money like that. I gotta wear the same outfits every week. I could make some money. Then light bulb goes off. Go to the store, buy me a bag of Starburst, flip them at 5 cents a piece. Go back, flip it again. Before you know it, I'm selling chips and juices. Make $200 a day. You know what I'm saying? Got my classmates working for me. You feel me? For much of high school, made so much money, went on retirement vacation for 1 year, went back at it. You know what I'm saying? Had ledgers. The chick that I really liked in elementary school, I ended up liking her homegirl that worked at the grocery store. Her homegirl see me buying quantity and making my money and pulling wise cash out. I felt a little more confident. You know what I'm saying? And what I learned was, because I ended up having a girlfriend in high school at some point, and this is when I learned perception. They thought I was stealing it. I was buying it at a wholesale price. I said, okay, if I focus on food, I'm less nervous. If they know I have a product or service, like, it takes the pressure off of me. I ain't got to be worried about how I look, you know what I'm saying? Because I could just have a medium that makes things easier. Again, sense of urgency. Now, when you get to college, this is where things kind of morph into who I am now as a person, because everything that I do now, I did in college. Mm-hmm. College was a social experiment, and college birthed out of poverty we create riches. So that's how. And then truly 2 times, because I say truly twice because I was at a family reunion. Now, mind you, all of the grandfathers are pastors and deacons, and so when you got a name that's not biblical or that's not out of, you know, what they expect, they question it. So my older cousin was like, yeah, man, truly, and, you know, ears went up. He's like, no, it's in the Bible. Now, depending on which translation, it says truly. It says really. Now, on the flip side, I learned our man, right, or saying things twice cements the conversation. So if I open and close it truly, and I say it twice, you know, watching The Godfather, all 5 parts, I'm noticing I want to be a man that says less, because I've learned that I matter, right? Like, so if I matter, how can I be more iconic? I'll say less. I'll say more with one word. And then I could actually manifest things with people and guarantee success, but guarantee the likelihood of things going well for people. I feel like we overlook the power of words. And for me, I'm learning that I am an infectious idea. People are always saying truly, right? And what I represent is self-expression. Self-expression is very infectious. If I talk to you once or you see me, you're gonna be like, bro, whoa, right? And so just kind of tie it all in. The reason why I stood out when you saw me is because I learned in high school I have to develop the standard, and I can stand out if I just reverse it. So if I want to be seen, I'll just wear colors that are bright and get used to it. If I want to have a conversation, I'll just wear conversation pieces, and it's guaranteed.
Mm. No, that's fire. That's because if you're wearing something, they're gonna come to you and say what you're wearing, and you don't even have to do none of the work. No,
Exactly.
I like that. I like that. But you did say when you were growing up in high school, you know, you was flipping things and making money. So how are you taking that to be able to do with your clothing brand? Like what are you learning from trying to sell clothes that make you be successful at it?
So the thing about me selling clothes, bro, was it was so organic, and I had a community already. Um, like right now, I'm writing a book called 10 Ways to Lose Money with a Clothing Brand because I mean, for 10 years, I was just winging it, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Call spade a spade. I got good at it, but one of the things that helped was failures, bro. Failures. Like, I sell clothes the way I do because of my failures. All of my mistakes have made me money, which is why I'm always smiling, because if people knew the value of mistakes, they would look at all the pitfalls as moments of inspiration. Um, like, bro, I mean, ask me the question again.
No, actually, I want you to expand on that. Talk about the pitfalls of having a fashion business because people think it's, you know, might be easy to start. They can just go make a design, print out shirts and sell it. Talk about those pitfalls.
Yeah, man. So the first thing, just to share my human experience, the anxiety. Man, this stuff makes you perspirate like no other. I mean, even me, bro. I've made a great living, and don't get me wrong, I still have two jobs, but I'll get to that later. Where I use jobs as funding and not for lifestyle. Like I still get nervous with certain things, but I'm very system heavy, right? Meaning I've either developed principles in myself since I started this brand, or I employ other people to submit certain tasks to keep systems going. But it's like this. Okay, cool. A pitfall would be over leveraging, right? Saying you can do X, Y, Z, not thinking it's gonna happen, and then when it happens, you shortchange yourself, right? So in the beginning, I would commit to something and then have to sweat to find either product sourcing, find a garment that matches what the client need. Whole time I charge them $30. I gotta go drive to find it from 5 different stores, have the material on hand, give it to them. By the end of the day, I've spent more than $30. But I wasn't thinking like that because I just wanted to make the sale. Now, I will say this: I'm pro college because college was my cheat code. All right. So I started in 2012. I think the week Trayvon Martin got killed, or the following week, which it sucked to even have this kind of marker in my mind, but a light bulb went off. Like, man, okay, cool. You can make some money selling shirts, bro. And I was like, okay, cool. I make a whole bunch of money, right? And I could probably like give some back. That'd be pretty cool to donate. I'm with that. And then I noticed when I had the idea, I went to the print shop. They was like, nah, we can't do that for you. Do something simple, like a couple of words, and we'll send it back to you. And it'll be ready. I was like, okay. So I got pissed off there initially. Now, prior to, I had been going to the mall. I'm a size small. All the sizes get gone. So imagine you don't have any money. You get a student refund check. You got $200. You go to the mall. There's nothing to buy with your budget other than some Walmart shirts that cost $5. And by that time, you don't wait 3 months to get the money. They've already worn the stuff that you're trying to buy. You know what I mean? So you can't stand out.
Yeah.
Right? And so anyway, the pitfall now is if I don't know what people are buying or what to wear, I don't even know how to make money. So my biggest thing first was, and I teach people this inside my podcast, like, go for what you need first. Like, with clothing for me, bro, my safe space that I always make the mistake in is first, not listening to my audience. Even now, the audience will tell you everything. Even if you put up a post on your Instagram stories and only 2 people respond, if one person answers the survey, right? And the other person don't, that one response is still gold. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? And just not paying attention to that cost me. Meaning, for 5 years, they said, man, just sell me this one design, bro. No other color, just this one design, just like this. Just give me a whole bunch of that. I'm like, nah, bro, I got a whole nother design. This one even better, right? That cost me a lot of years. One specific moment, I had a Dodge Caliber that was my sister's car, right? I had, as my car now. I went to CarMax to get it serviced, and I'm driving on 7585 to get out downtown. My car just ran hot after an oil change, and I'm stuck in traffic, so I got a detour to downtown, and it's the Comic-Con parade, so now my car's running hot, stuck in traffic. I don't know what to do. And all I could think about was all that money I just let go out the door because I had undercharged all my friends just to have some money to eat because I was hungry that day, and I wasn't thinking about the long-term effects. I was thinking about the right now, and if I charge them at the right price and it's cheap enough, they'll buy it. I have some money. So that hurt the most because I undercharged my friends that if they knew what it meant to me, they would have paid more. I can't say it's their fault. It's my fault. That's another pitfall. Undercharging, trying to look out for people. Like, bro, people have clothing budgets. Even today, bro, I put up a post on my social where I often listen to Dan Locke because I need people that are like-minded like me at a higher level or same level, even lower level, to give me those gems of a right now where it's like, bro, you can charge more. You know what I'm saying? Don't even trip. People got the money. And, another pitfall is not believing in your product, right? Not saying nothing. Not having trackable business. I thought I was being this top shelf businessman by being cash only. And for much of my business as a clothing designer, I locked myself out of financial leverage because I didn't translate my handwritten ledgers to financial institutions and or digital banks. And so, now I'm coming out of that, but it matters because here's what I learned. Most businesses that aren't like us, they start off with 100,000, either in credit, free cash, right? Like, hell, even when I graduated high school and I got some money from the church to wish me well off to go to college, I didn't know what to do with it. I partied all the money away. I'm a kid. What else am I supposed to do? I'm 18.
Yeah.
What else am I going to do with it? Right? And so I feel like being exposed to financial instruments early in life is another pitfall. Because I spent 10 years bootstrapping it, grassroots, cash heavy, and I could have been established a credit rating with my business. Could have been had a DUNS number. Could have been had a 30-60-day net. So that, and then I think the biggest thing too is what's darker than not having a mentor is not knowing you need a mentor. Because I didn't know. If you're successful and you're pretty good at it, nobody's going to say, somebody's making more money than you. They're going to say, make more money. Right? So it's like, I'm very intentional because for most of us, we don't even know that we need more. Right? So, that, and then the same design. Like now, I learned 10 years later, same design. So now I don't have any new designs. After putting out hundreds, almost maybe 500 plus designs in the past 10 years, bro. You feel me? Design for design. Like, I'm just sticking with a set 5 indefinitely. Because as I studied these luxury brands, if I had been charging $100 per shirt like I'm doing now, at the gate, I'd be in a better space. If I had the wherewithal to just build credit for 2 years, and know to do that, I would start off with 50 grand and not $5. You feel me? Like, most people say you don't break even with business to year 3. I make money with every sale because of how I structure my business. But if you don't know that, then you come in thinking you got to spend all your money. You're like, nah, bro. Like, sometimes I drop ship, I just charge a whole bunch of money to where it doesn't matter. Like, we think, I put down a note for my book. We think the price of production is supposed to be a deal breaker. Like, just charge more. get around rich people, have them wear it. Like I learned something. This is another thing too. The system. I'll end with this because I went all the way around the Marbury Bush, but the system. Here's the system. Everybody follows gorgeous women. I learned this in college. My fashion shows in college and all my notoriety that I got in college, bro. If you dress the beautiful women first, everything else falls in place. And then as a clothing designer since college, I made an oath to wear a new shirt every day.
Hold on. A new shirt every day in college?
Every day. If I'm late to class, I'm late to class. But every day, bro. Every day.
Gotcha.
Now, here's the thing. When I graduated college, I had clients now. I mean, it wasn't for nothing. Like, I overwork on purpose. Even like now, it's like, I almost command the attention of clients because of this energy that I've recycled. It's almost like, you look like somebody that wear a new shirt every day if you're a fashion designer. I believe you, bro. Feel me? And I'll end with this. I'm still the same person that'll give you my shirt, bro. If you like, bro, that jacket is hard, bro. I can't even afford it, bro. But I really like that jacket. I get to you. Like, bro, you have it, bro. I don't care. Wear it, bro. It's cool. I don't like because I understand the science of why I'm here. It's not about me. It's about me self-expressing and getting the ideas out. People can't wear orange glasses and wear orange hair. You know what I'm saying? And wear loud colors. That's somebody say, man, I could never wear a lime green trench coat like that. I said, wow, bro, because I'm loving this.
Yeah.
I feel normal, right? So those are some of the pitfalls with clothing design.
Gotcha. Yeah, they go different places, but it's just funny how you said you were just gonna give your shirt away. I remember at the event with David Shands, like he was talking to you. I don't know why, but I just felt like he was about to take that jacket off and sell it to him there. I was just like, honestly, that's what I would have done in that situation. I'd be like, oh, you like this jacket? Yeah, all right, well, take it off. I think you was telling him more of like, you have to get it made. I would have took the jacket off I had on and sold that bad boy.
Here's the thing. Here's another trick too.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest, bro. I win on perception. Now, Roscoe Dash was the first person to pay me $100 for an outfit. My homeboy. Salute to him. I'm forever grateful because he opened my mind up. Now, I got the scope from a friend that we mutual friends with, my homeboy, you know what I'm saying? My dog Snacks, Booster Truly. He's like, bro, just make me fly and Scope gonna want something, bro. Don't even worry about it. You feel me? That's literally what happened. And so, what I learned was you got to be able to know what your best is and what's not your best. And the only reason I didn't give him my jacket was because I know the imperfections with my garments. And if that was the second generation of that said product, I would have gave it to him.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? Perception. So if I know I can look 90% together if I'm really like 65, 75%. You know what I mean? Now, some would say that's dishonest, but I would say not really, because if the energy has to match what you are, right? Like I can't look at a half-eaten burger and say that's not a whole burger. I just say that burger was once a whole burger, so I can't even disrespect it like that. Like it was a whole actual burger, right? And so for me, that's why I didn't give it to him. Now here's the difference. Let's fast forward to Podcast Summit. I meet David Omari, and we chop it up, have a cool convo, and I meet his friends, Aria, Agoro, Fresh and Fit dudes. He was like, bro, that jacket is so dope, bro. Like, I said, bro, you can have it, bro. He said, bro, I just love the energy of, like, that energy is so, I said, bro, I'm dead serious. This is like the second generation. I trust you with this garment because I know what I put into it.
Yeah.
Now, funny story, because this is the black one. This was the first one. White one is the second generation. So my whole point is, like, you're very accurate. I was giving him that kind of energy because, I mean, I feel you. The trick, though, was this. Because I made 6 figures last year and earned income outside of clothing, right? And I literally spent 6 figures on education. Everything now is like a double sword. Like, on one hand, I was like, yeah, I could have gave it to him. On the flip side, I said, man, I got stuff I could have brought with me and just gave to him.
Yeah.
Right? And so the thing about doing business for a long period of time, you need to go back to the archives and kind of remember some of your tactics because it worked. Like, if you go to my Instagram on either this page or my clothing brand page, you'll see I would literally walk around campus and hold my shirt up and say, hey, I'm famous. I'm gonna take a picture. You feel me? And take a picture. And what I did was, I didn't know at the time, but I was growing audience and like, in so many words, made me comfortable. A new shirt every time they see me. I'm wearing something new, taking pictures of people. That's how I got True to Tuesday because my homeboy had a brand called Smace. Shout out to my dog Co. He would do Smace Wednesdays, right? And I chose Tuesday because my brand is Truly, right? So my Instagram name was True to Tuesday. Then I said, okay, I'm saying Truly all the time. I'm noticing how infectious my name is. Like, I just changed my page to True to 2 times, and it'd be a little better. At first it was True to Tuesday, then Ask Truly, because I do so much. People ask for Truly. Now, True to 2 times, final answer, because that's who I am. And so, yeah, bro, like, it's is really just hard work in the making. Like, I'm talking about since 15.
Yeah. And I just want to ask you a question about like your networking strategy because where are you actually located now? You said you were in Atlanta. Are you located like in the West Coast now?
I live in Cali.
Cali. Okay. So you live in Cali, but I met you in New York, and then you went to the podcast summit in Miami, I believe. So like, what is your strategy on networking? Because that's a lot of traveling to meet, these important people.
Yeah. So I'll tell you a cool story. This kind of summarized the answer. My ex-girlfriend, when I got out of college, I lost my ex-girlfriend, my cell phone, and my car in the same year I graduated college. And before we broke up, she was like, yeah, so what you gonna do when you graduate? I said, yeah, I'm gonna travel the world. And she was like, you could get a job. You don't even know where to stay. Like, you ain't have no car. What are you doing? Go get a job first. And I ended up doing 4 years of Essence Fest in New Orleans and going to New York ultimately and going, I didn't go outside the country per se, but I did do what I wanted to do. And I think it just boils down to doing that early on because before she was saying all this, I was flying to California to see her.
Wow.
I would leave college in Baton Rouge and fly to California to spend time with her, and have my fun. And it ultimately cost me 2 years of architecture, which is why I graduated college in 7 years. But from that bug, bro, it just like being from Atlanta and coming to Louisiana and then driving between 2 states, even driving from Baton Rouge to Shreveport. Like, again, traveling when I was younger, my mind's already open. So for me, it's not why would you? It's more or less like I kind of want to keep doing this. And then it becomes this. If I understand when I moved to California, I lost all business or most business, right? There's no clients coming in. I mean, to be honest, my clothing brand, I'm in a R&D phase of my brand. I'm not looking for sales. I have made some sales, but I'm not forcing it. I see as I disconnected from Atlanta and lived in California, right, it flipped. So Atlanta was sales build systems. California is systems build sales. Where in Atlanta, if I had one person, like, and I post them, I'm going to always get business because I have a network of friends inside this city line, right? So it was easier.
Yeah.
What'd you ask me?
Oh, no, it's fine. So question. So why did you move out to Cali then? If you had, cause like Atlanta, that's like right now it's booming. Yeah. What made you want to move to Cali?
I came to California, bro, cause in so many words, the trap got slow, man. My clientele didn't want to pay me. I had celebrity clients, still was feeling themselves. I was charging a decent price, trying to make a living, and they weren't feeling my fun's way. They was getting used to the free work from other aspiring designers, if you will, and I respect that. And so I built the business in 2015, and my business partner was returning home to be with his family. And he said, man, I get you a job, a car, somewhere to stay in the meantime, and come out here and work on tobacco, because that's what we built. I said, cool. So I did that, dropped everything, came to California to work on my tobacco company. It did well. It made a great impact in the Bay Area. COVID happened. Things went flat, and now I'm rebuilding that. So, I live for these moments because, again, I make money off of mistakes, and the failures is how I know what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, right? And after COVID, I didn't know how to pivot. And so the funny thing about COVID, it brings out a lot of value content from key players. And it just morphed into this event thing where, you know what, like, man, hold on. I leave Atlanta. These imports come to my city with respect. People not from my city come to my city and hold events. And I ain't going to events in my city. I'm going. And so that's what happened. Neo did a passive income conference virtual last year in April, I think. And he had, or May, and he had something going on in July. And I was like, man, I could do my birthday week there. He in my city making all this noise about my old job, and I can't pull up. I'm going. I feel away, right? And signing up for that, I ran into Dave with the Black Equity Con. So, like, even before then, I did 2021 with Dave and Jeremy Addison with their podcast challenge, or Jeremy Addison with the public speaker challenge in 2021. So, like, it's like these snowball moments. I was already traveling, right? Then I got exposed to what I can do while I'm traveling, right? And then it's urgency where it's like in California, if I got to work 28 days to go enjoy 2 days around proximity and high value people, it's an even trade.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Like, where am I going to go that I can afford with what I'm bringing in to go hang around millionaires and multimillionaires and billionaires that look just like me, that actually want to be around people like me, and I don't have to hide my potential. I don't have to not talk. I can bring all my ideas to the forefront, and people will be engaging and enthusiastic about what I'm talking about. I have to go to these events. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So that's my ration behind that.
No, I love that. I love that. It's just funny you talked about public speaking, right? And then I recently saw you met Les Brown. How was that? Because he's probably like the top of the top, Les Brown, in public speaking.
Yeah, so it's a funny story, man. So last year at Invest Fest, I was home, and I was at my grandmama's house, and I found an old tape of Les Brown's. Mm-hmm. Now, I've been listening to Les Brown audio stuff for a couple years now, at the workplace. When I found the tape, I said, man, 1989, I was born in 89. It's crazy. So, that was a thought. I put it on Instagram. I think it did like maybe 2,000 views, and I probably got paid $10 from IG because IG was doing the give pay at the time. I was making money with IG Reels. And then fast forward, I see him this year, and I tell him the same story. Like, man, my grandma got tapes of yours. And the funny thing about it is this. It's the power of intention. I woke up for the podcast summit with the notion that I would go check in, grab a quick bite to eat, come back, do my hair, right? I still ain't done my hair, but do my hair, retwist. And then I'll come down and be, engaged in the activities, the events, and the sessions. So as life would have it, I go get my badge. I go downstairs, and I'm getting breakfast. And when I sit down, there's a family sitting next to me. He's like, yeah, you should get the buffet because you get more for it. It's not just one item that you order. I was like, nah, and I changed my mind. So I go get the food from the buffet. I sit down. I'm talking to him. He's like, yeah, man, I think he's 20. It's my mom right here. I'm at this event. Woo. He keep mentioning mentor. He says, yeah, I'm 20. I'm a public speaker. I'm like, bro, you mean tell me I'm 30 plus and he already a public speaker? Like, I'm qualified. I got to just make the connections. Because for me, I'm a street preacher. I'm a coach, but not on stage. So my whole thing is to get to stage to provide outcomes. I'm providing impact socially, social media, but on stage I can provide outcomes. So that's the type of coach I am / motivational speaker. Talking to them, I got my glasses on. I say, that's Les Brown right there. He said, yeah, I've been meaning to go over there. Trying to get my son to go speak to him. I said, no, I can walk over there now. Just now, right now. I walk over there. I said, man, have him go over there, man. And, I was the reason that they went up and made that connection. Yeah. Now, at the time, Les Brown was in town doing a mastermind for the Latino community. So that was a good opportunity to get in on a speaking tip, right? But it wasn't my moment. It was my friend that I met, his moment. For me, like it's as easy as going on stage and pressing record, right? So it's like I had the audience, but I understand I want to be dedicated to the science of it, the practice of it, right? And snowball that into speaking engagements. Why? Because I feel like if it's lifestyle based, I'm not just going off a want.
Mm-hmm.
I wants, it's cool, but the science of wanting and following through, it's a different framework.
Mm-hmm. No, but that's dope, man. I mean, Les Brown, just like doing this podcast and just studying speakers. Like my dad loves Les Brown, but actually going back and listen to it, his delivery, his setup. I'm like, yo, this guy, he's. I wouldn't say he's before his time, but he's still relevant now, especially in my life.
Bro, so the lady was sharing with me at one point in time, Les Brown was, living out of his office, right? Now, the thing is, I'm currently doing the same thing, right? Now, what's dope is this. Imagine living where you want to live, right? You can afford it, but you can't grow. Imagine living where you do business. You can afford it, and now you have a budget to travel. Imagine not knowing how to love yourself and playing stepdaddy and wasting your years and not taking action versus not being in a relationship and actually making six figures through abstinence and sobriety. And so the takeaway from someone like me is sense of urgency. How bad do you want to win? You know what I'm saying? Like my if you go on my page, one of my pinned videos is me and my dog Wealth, and we're talking about fluff. And I was saying how like I've lived the life that I want to live, bro, which is why I'm kind of wise in a sense. I've done it already. And in doing that, I noticed like I want it differently now. Meaning I did the penthouse, I paid all the money for the spot for a year. I didn't like it. It did grow me. And once it stretched me, now I can live in an office and make the same amount of money or more and do more with the money. And then now say, okay, cool, I'm about to get a spot a year later type swag, right? Now I'm about to actually automate every facet of business from YouTube, podcast, social, office, most activities. Like the name of the game is automation, bro. That's the thing that saves me. If you ask me now in closing or whatever time frame we're at right now, if you ask me, man, what's your primary focus right now as an entrepreneur, as a clothing designer, I would say to automate and reinforce the lifestyle. Here's what I mean. I got 2 jobs right now that allow me to go anywhere I want to go. For 10 years, whatever the business made was how I ate. Meaning, I got to sling shirts to eat food. I got to sling shirts to go from here to there, right? And what I didn't grasp then was I had this bug in me where I just did not want to work a job, bro, because it was just cringy. Plus, keep it a stack. If you're not an entrepreneur in Atlanta, you're not going to make it. So it was do or die, right? It was do or starve, right? Or settle. I mean, you can go back to somebody's house and couch surf and eat 1 meal a day and be in AC. If that's living, but that's survival. So for me, it's like, first, I'm a celebrity lookalike, so I kind of got to be famous at being me because you're gonna think I'm somebody else. That's the first thing. That's a line for you. Second thing, the homeless people dress better than you sometimes. Third thing is, it was key to get outside of Atlanta because I got clarity. I was able to escape the party life. I was so comfortable. My family's there. I ain't got to be all that in a bag of chips. I could just be all that. I can't California be all that in a bag of vegan chips. And so clarity, right? And then direction. I didn't really want to make 6 figures and be a millionaire. It sounded cool, but if I could just get by and party, like, why would I need any more money? So I didn't see that type of reality until I came to California where nobody knows me. You not what you tell me you is, right? I don't know you from Instagram. I don't even know you at all. What's your value, right? So then when COVID happened, it came time to pivot where it's like, okay, cool. I'm a clothing designer, but like, am I making money from clothes? So what am I doing? Like, is tobacco making money enough? Like, do I now say I'm not an entrepreneur? Do I keep going? And I think about it. When I first started, it was work a job, figure it out. The job funds the dream, and you just build it. And so, like, I teach that in 7-figure confidence, which is why I put out the next book, 10 Ways to Lose Money with Clothing Brand, because, like, social influencers is a key takeaway. Community or networking events, right? And then most importantly, the belief system. Like, I'm actually about to go do Invest Fest and have 100 shirts. This past podcast summit was the initial beginning of $100 t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? How do you get there? Confidence. How you get confidence? You live a life of not being your best self and you get tired of it. And you develop sense of urgency. And so those are some pain points and key points for me.
No, hey man, that's good. Now I definitely enjoyed this interview. Do you have any like last minute things you want to tell? I know you just gave them a pretty good spiel, but last minute things, anything you will talk about your book, where they can find you at? What's the last thing you want to say that we didn't touch this episode?
Yeah, man. I really enjoyed the opportunity. I feel like with combos like these, time stands still. Doesn't even feel like an hour. Most importantly, successcirclebookstore.com. You can get physical copies of my current printed books online, but you could also get the ebook for 90 cents. So I had this theory where, if you could bring in $518,000 per year, what would you spend it on and how would that impact your life? Now, funny enough, there are 518,000 minutes in a year. Now, with that being said, 90 cents a minute don't sound too bad. But the point I'm making is this. Information, if you need it, 6-figure confidence, how I made 6 figures last year with 2 jobs, earned income, and still is able to, grow my business and be more of a designer. This book is that. The secrets to my ability to have better time management, hire VA, etc. is this book here. And then my next book that I have out by Invest Fest will be 10 Ways to Lose Money with Clothing Brand. You can find that as well on successcirclebookstore.com. My podcast is Monetize Your Lifestyle with Truly Truly. Available on all podcasting platforms. Key takeaways. Whatever you need, buy a whole bunch of it. Sell the rest. Another key takeaway. You have everything you need to win. Start how you want to finish. When I first started, I had $5 t-shirts. And then 2 years later, I had a $100 outfit. And then 9 years later, I got $100 t-shirts. If you can start off with $100 t-shirts or a good price point from the beginning, that's better. Work 2 jobs and figure it out. Don't be afraid to gift a valuable product or service to high value individuals. And then, sell at a premium to everybody else. It's just business. It's just the way it goes. Like, I'm gonna ask a question too. Why did I go luxury? And I don't want to go too over. I think at 54 minutes, I'll be done in 2. I went luxury because, like, if I made sales previously. I sold a $100 hoodie last year, and then a friend of mine 2 $100 hoodies last year, and I learned something. It don't feel the same. Like, after making 6 figures with earned income, it's like, I'm not really pressed to sell no shirts. Like, I don't need shirts to survive. So it got to be a good amount of money. Like, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I got to charge a certain amount. So on my website, I do drop ship some things. But if I got to touch it, it's a premium for it. So this jacket is $500. If you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. The long coat is $2,000. And then my out of poverty bleach tees, or any shirt for that matter, it's $500. Now I'll sell it face to face for $100, just to add value. So don't be afraid to over deliver. But the trick is to have a good price point where it makes sense. So if I'm doing this for 10 years, I'm charged $500. But I get you at $100, like, you can't really say no. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's that. I went luxury because 10 years later, like, what's next? I'm buying luxury garments. Why would I not? I'm in the luxury stores every day, bro, and my stuff is cheaper than theirs, but you can do more with it. A $3,100 Dior jacket ain't hitting on my long coat, bro. I'm just saying. My long coat, 2 bands. Really 1,900. Know what I'm saying? So it's like, just seeing that, bro. Seeing it. Like, it's like, okay, you know what? No, I'm going to charge this amount of money. Now, here's the thing. It did cost me 6 months of anxiety. Like, bro, you charge too much, bro. You're going to make no sales. It's like, bro, it's worth it, though. I'd rather have value and stand on it than be pressed for sales. Like, don't whore yourself out. You're either gonna be the pimp or the whore. It's too much. But the point I'm making is like either life is gonna take advantage of you or you're gonna take advantage of life. And with that being said, this is some coaching swag for people that are striving designers or they struggle with charging more or making the sale. Like command the sale and embody the energy of someone that has successful sales. I've been through so much, I don't really care if you buy or not. I'm gonna look fly regardless, which is why it's important to dress yourself and judge the energy from that to know what to sell as a designer versus what you think folk want to buy. For example, if I wear a shirt and say, "Hey man, I had to buy that," now I know. If I promote it but don't wear it, it's not the same thing. Mm-hmm. So boom, there you go. That's some sauce. I also offer coaching. Success Circle Network, get the link there. It's not in my original page link because I need people to be intentional about their transformation. Coaching is $490. I do practice congruency, so $490 for this, $490 for that. $2,000 for the long coat. Takes 30 days to get made. 30 days of coaching, $2,000. So again, as a designer, as an entrepreneur, practice congruency because congruency builds confidence.
Gotcha. Man, I appreciate you coming on. My name is Jelan Abrams. Truly, unknown and talented.